Layne Staley, former frontman for the rock band Alice in Chains, was a light that truly burned out far too early. After releasing a stringful of hit records, Alice in Chains decided to take a break in 1996. Layne's final ever live performance with the band would be in July of 1996, when Alice in Chains were touring with Kiss. It was later that year, in October of '96, where tragedy befell the Alice in Chains lead singer when his former fiancée, Demry Perot, died. She was just 27 years of age. Demry had always been described as the love of Layne's life, and needless to say, her death hit Layne very hard. In 1997, Layne Staley bought a condo in Seattle's University District. This would remain Staley's home for the next 5 years, up until his death in 2002. However, for at least the last year of Staley's life, it is reported that almost nobody visited him here, and he led quite a reclusive life. It had been stated that in the end, almost no one could contact Layne. He wouldn't answer the door or take calls. It was October of 1998 where Layne Staley recorded his final ever 2 songs with his band Alice in Chains. Those 2 songs were Get Born Again and Died. And in this 1999 interview, Staley talks of wanting to record more with the band.
Any chance of you guys getting back together and doing any brand new material besides the 2 that are going to be on the box set?
We'll let you know.
Okay.
Oh, boy, Jared jumps right in there. We'll let you know, yeah. Layne, what's your attitude toward that? Are you ready to record again?
Sure, I'd do it anytime.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, there's the official word.
However, sadly, Staley would not record with his band Alice in Chains again, as addiction had now taken control of his life. Band members, friends, and family had tried to reach out to Layne, but it appeared now that sadly he was on a downward spiral into drug dependency. On April the 4th, 2002, just 1 day before Staley's death, former bandmate Mike Starr went to visit Layne at his condo. Incidentally, April the 4th also happened to be Mike Starr's birthday, and he had gone over to see Layne to try to help him that day.
I was with Layne the day, it was my birthday, he died the day after my birthday. And I was with him all that day on my birthday, trying to keep him alive. And I even asked him if I could call 911, you know, and he said if I did, he would never talk to me again. And of course, I didn't know he was going to die, or I would have called 911 anyways. Of course, I would much rather have had him alive and him not talking to me than to have lost such a great human being. So,
and a dear friend.
A dear friend. Just a great person. What a great person he was.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, sometimes I feel naked without Layne in this life. Now, still to this day, I don't care about a band thing. I don't care about losing, you know, them dismissing me from the band. I never quit the band, for one thing. I'm not a quitter. Yeah. Not a quitter, that's for sure. But I don't care about any of that. I love Layne for the human being that he is, and so that's I just really miss him.
I know. I know that.
I just really miss him.
And then meeting his mom too, you get a little taste of who he was.
Right. Yeah.
It was on April 19th, 2002, when Layne Staley was discovered dead in his condo due to a drug overdose. Staley only weighed just over 80 pounds at the time of his death, and it was deduced in the autopsy that he had died 2 weeks earlier on April the 5th, just 1 day after Mike Starr had came to visit Layne, making Starr the last person to see Staley alive. In 2010, Starr appeared on Celebrity Rehab, and Nancy McCallum, who is Layne Staley's mother, appeared on the show as well, and here's what she had to say about the day she discovered her son, Layne.
When we found him, I walked into the dining area of his home, and I walked over, I asked the police if I could move things off the couch. And they said, yes, I could. And I sat down by Layne and I talked with him. And I told him, I'm so sorry it turned out like this, because I always believed, because he was smart and he had the money and he had the time and he knew he'd been in treatment 13 times. He'd been in the emergency 3 times. He died 3 times. I knew he had what it took. and still it took him out.
Sadly, Staley's light shone all too briefly in this life and was extinguished by addiction. Just 34 years old at the time of his death, it was such a tragic and wasteful end for Staley. He was a friend, a brother, a son, a bandmate, and will always go down as one of the greats. A man who possessed one of the strongest and most powerful voices that rock has ever seen.
I've written a lot of music for a project that I've been trying to get off the ground. Write and record and produce my own record and play all the instruments. And I started and I kind of quit halfway through, and I think I'm gonna get back to that and finish that. And I want to write a book, which I've been working on for a long time, for about 5 years now. I want to put that together and make that a reality. For right now, that's it.